commiserations. Just give us your assessment of the game.
We're all gutted. We're all really, really gutted. But in terms of sort of getting a performance out of the girls, I think that we're, as a coaching group, really, really pleased that we got that. And, you know, they did what we asked them to do. And sometimes, you know, things go one way or another, and it just ends up being that it's not enough. And that was the case today. But we are really proud of the girls. I thought they all run the blood to water. They did exactly what we asked of them. And we'll learn a lot from it. And, you know, there's just a few defining moments in the game, and we changed them, and it's a different outcome.
Will you look back on quite a few missed chances?
Yeah, we've got to review the game, but we know there's definitely areas that we had the ball and we didn't capitalise on it. I thought our kicking game was excellent in the first half, and we probably just dropped off that a little bit in the second half. But yeah, missed opportunities, and you know, finals are all about that. You take them and you win, and if you don't, you sort of make it a little bit difficult for yourself. But yeah, we run Saints real close. That's not what we came here to do. We came here to win, but I think we've got to look at where we're going, where we're heading, and the journey we're on. And the girls were outstanding, and we're proud of all of them.
I know she came back on late on, but Shannon Lacy, when she was forced off, how big a blow was that? Because her offloads were causing all sorts of chaos, weren't they?
Yeah, Shannon came off, and she's actually been carrying a niggle to a hamstring. So when she actually came off, I didn't think she was going to be going back on. And you know, look, we've got a lot of players that we had 2 subs left. When she went back on, she had to go back on and stay on. And you know, you're mindful of the fact they might have gone into extra time as well. So yeah, she went back on when we knew that she could go on and do a job and finish the game. And she's a handful. So yeah, we'd have liked to have kept her on longer. But again, that's games, and sometimes you've just got to play the hand that you're dealt.
You had the whole club in a huddle, didn't you, on the pitch afterwards? Were you able to give us an insight into what sort of things were being said?
Yeah, we got in a huddle straight away afterwards and just told them that just massively proud of what they went out and did today. They performed for each other, they performed for the club, and they performed for us. And you know, it's frustrating for them more than anyone that want enough today, because I do think that they gave it everything that they fully had. And then we got back when they got their medals. We stood and watched together, side by side, Saints lifting the trophy, because you can walk away and hide from it, but it still happened, and they've got to take that and that desire to not see that happen again coming back into the year. So I know that it got me, and hopefully got all of them too.
Any consolation in getting the player of the match?
I think it's just great for Zoe as an individual. I think she only played her first season with us last year, and she was steady, but she's been really good this year. She's got a bit between her teeth, and she's really wanting to perform for herself, perform for a club, and perform for her mates. So yeah, massive well done to her. She was great today.
So lastly, for me, how important is it that you use this in the right way now?
Massively, I think. You know, we will use it in the right way, but we've learnt a lot about ourselves as individuals in the group. We've got to remember we've got loads of new players gelling. You know, that Saints team is hardly changed from last year. We've got new recruits, new people in, younger players, and you know, players playing out of position today. I think we maybe shocked a few people about where we put people in the lineup, but I think they're going to stay there from how they perform, because they're absolutely outstanding. So yeah, we'll keep that and we'll build on it. And you know, if that's not something to make you want to go towards the end of the year and take one of them trophies off of them, I don't know what will.
Thanks, Lois.
No worries.
What do you say to Carney after that missed penalty at 8-all?
Just keep going. Them things happen. And you know, that's not going to define the game. It's not going to define her. You know, she's our leader, and sometimes things like that happen. But we still 100% back her ability and have confidence in her.
For the competition, how important was it that you did push Saints for the full 80 minutes in the second half?
I think for the competition, but I think for those girls, actually, what I did just say when we got together is, you know, hopefully, I won't say exactly what I said, but hopefully you see that they're just human, just like us, because I think that they've been built to be this almighty force, and yes, they are a great club, a great team, but it showed today that, you know, they are beatable, and they are players that having pressure will have to dig deep, and you know, when that happens, it's which team comes out on top, and it can go either way, which showed today, still in their favour. That's because, you know, they have class players, and you know, they managed to get there today, but we take massive confidence from that, and hopefully the rest of the clubs in the competition do too.
So not to make Amy Hardcastle appear to be some kind of alien or something.
I mean, you can call Amy an alien if you want. I aren't, but yeah.
Here, so it's okay. You were able to make her look human in that first half. You must have been impressed with how the team worked to do that.
Yeah, Hannah had a real, very, very clear game plan, and because she's probably one of the only players in the competition that can do it, she's got the most unorthodox tackle tech, and she's absolutely outstanding. So yeah, that was the idea, that Hannah would go down and shut her down, and she did just that. She was absolutely outstanding today. But yeah, like, Amy is an absolute outstanding player, but you know, we want to see Amy win a World Cup trophy at the end of the year, and days like today will be massive for Amy, and building her to be able to do that.
You both had two very different semi-finals going into this game in terms of intensity and whatnot. Did that play a part today, do you think, in the performances of the two sides?
I think Dec would say so. I think that, you know, Saints probably didn't get their second win until the second half because of, you know, how they've built into this game, given the competition format, which, you know, you can't help, and you can't replicate in training what you want in a game. So I imagine that Dec would say that. I think that you can probably see that from their performance as well. But, you know, good teams find a way, and they did.